All right, we back. We back.
Hey, yo.
Yes, Sirski.
Let's go.
Base podcast in the building. Welcome back. Today we're gonna discuss. I don't think it's really controversial, but we're gonna have this discussion. Disagreeing with your partner or anybody you know. Does that mean you do not support them? So again, because you disagree with your partner or somebody, whoever it could be a sibling, does that mean you don't support them?
Let's talk about it.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm rolling around like I missed it. Elliot, jewelry moving like juice. Knocking out gold, then it hit me. Look, I just leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, tears, and blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future's turning up, what it's time to be alive.
Let's talk about it. So we go start off with you, Boom.
So, wait, hold on. Before you start, so you saying just because you do not agree with someone, that is not saying we do not support
Yes.
that individual. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
You can start it off, bro. Go ahead.
I don't believe that because I think disagreeing means you do support because you trying to give them more knowledge of what they should and shouldn't do in the future or something. So to be, I don't really think that's not supporting. But let's say if you, it is mostly with women too, because there's a lot of emotion going on with women. But let's say if they ask you, oh, what you think about this and that, in their mind, they think that they're more, how can I say it, more, they agreeing with the question more than you giving them the answer to. They already know the answer. Like, let's see what it's basically like a test. Like, let's see what he's gonna say about this and that. So that's how I base everything. But it's still supporting because you just giving them information like, okay, you should do this a little bit different than you do that. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, facts. I kind of agree with you though, bro, because I feel like say if like somebody I just put my sister in a situation, just example, like, oh, Tom, my boyfriend did this to me. Maybe we should go rob his house. And I'm like, no. I'm gonna tell her, hey, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, you feel me, sit back, think about it, evaluate the situation, and realize that you just gotta move on at that point. You trying to go rob his house? And she's thinking I don't support her. Now she's mad at me, don't want to talk to me no more. Like, you know what? I'm done with you. You're not a real brother. You don't support me. You're not there for me. Like that. See, because how could that even make sense, right?
This a real story?
No, it's just an example.
Hey,
Like you did.
hey, sis, I see you.
rob a house.
I was tuned in. I was like, wait,
Yeah, I was ready to listen to this.
Yeah. I was about to be like, so how long have y'all not been talking no more? Like,
Breaking news for sure.
So before we get to you, said Tone Boom, like elaborate more. Like, what do y'all think that the cause of that is? Like, why do y'all think that happens?
I really think it's just the emotional side of things. Like, they could be heated in a situation type thing, like, and they asking you to help them out and do something, and it may not be the smartest thing to do. So it's just, I feel like it's emotion.
Yeah, I feel like women always want you to agree with them, but yeah, I feel like women question you is basically they answer. Like they ask you a question, that's the answer right there. Like you better,
I didn't think about that.
you better agree, or it's gonna lead to it's gonna lead to this and that.
So wait, so you saying the question they ask us
It's they answer.
is that
Already
that's
the
their
answer.
answer already?
Yes,
That they want us.
That's kind of deep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's
That is crazy for sure.
yeah. Think about that.
Do you like this dress? Like, ooh, I don't know.
Like
I don't think I like it. You like my hair? Yeah, I guess so.
Babe, what you think?
Man?
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, go ahead. Say what you think.
For me, definitely. I feel like just because you disagree that does not mean you actually does not support that individual. I believe that wholeheartedly. You know, if you got some, you know, if you think otherwise, y'all base for sure. My thing is this, like, I feel like one of you guys brought it up when it comes to like emotional, you know, or reacting off of your emotions and things like that. And men, I believe most men are logical thinkers, right? We'll use certain facts, you know, that ties with that situation that we're talking about. And so, you know, women dislike our answer and automatically would bring us down because now emotionally they're like, you don't support me, you don't this, you know, you don't that. And so definitely for sure, man. Like, and I mean, bring up example. Should I bring up example now? Or we waiting. What's
talk
going
about it,
on?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, bring it up, man.
So look, this example, right? So I had a discussion with Angel, and we talking, and she was like, "Hey, you know, I received a text message from my coach. You know, the coach was checking on me to see if, you know, if I still wanted to do this business, you know, and she had some strategies for her and things like that to kind of build her business." And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, so what is it that you want to do though? Like, you have to know what you actually want, you know, when it comes to this business. She was like, honestly, like, I'm not with it. You know, I'm definitely trying to do, you know, the finance, insurance. I'm not with, you know, this anymore. So it is what it is. I said, okay, you got your answer. Literally the next day, right? The next day, we're driving, picking up our boys from school, and she was like, man, I can't stand this. Like, this is the stuff that pisses me off, like about the team, the coach, and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? She like, man, like, so I just found out that they had a Zoom meeting, you know, and I'm wondering why my coach didn't text me. Like, why didn't she call me to let me know that there was a Zoom? And so immediately, so I'm gonna just pause with that story real quick. So immediately, I'm thinking about the logic stuff of it. Like, I'm like, okay, one, why are we talking about this if you're not interested? Like, did you respond back to her, or like, what's going on? Two, and these are just my thoughts. Two, I'm like, wait, if you know there was a Zoom, like, how did you get the Zoom? Like, how were you made aware that there was a Zoom call and you were left out somehow? Okay. All right. So, about to go right back into the story. So, that's my thoughts. I didn't say anything and I'm just listening. And she was like, see, this is another reason why I'm about to get out. You know, I said, wait, I thought you already made a decision that you're not going back to this business, you know. She was like, yeah, I did, but it is what it is. And I said, wait, so how did you know there was a Zoom call? She says, it was in the email. I said, your email? And she was like, yeah, it was in my email. And I was like, don't sweat it. It's not a biggie. Like, you wasn't available anyway. Like, when the Zoom call was, you wasn't even available. Don't sweat it. And she was like, nah, I'm not sweating it. This is just pissing me off. Yada, yada, yada. I said, hey. And so now at this point, she's really kind of getting upset. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I was like, man, it just sounds like you're complaining because one, you didn't want any parts of it. Two, you wasn't available. So I was like, she was like, oh, I'm complaining. See, every time, you know, you never support me. You never this. And I was just like, I never support you? How am I not supporting you? And logically, I'm like, what is it that you want to do? Whatever decision you would have made, I would have supported regardless. So I definitely believe that just because I disagree with you doesn't mean that I don't actually support you in life, your goals and your
In the big
dreams.
picture, in the big picture, yeah.
That's wild.
That's
Bro.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's wild. What's your thoughts, J. Kev?
Because that's true. I just think women have a perceived notion, like they already feel they right mostly about everything, right?
Yeah.
And if it's your partner, if it's your sister, it could be anybody, but we're speaking generally on women. It's like they come to you and they'll tell you like, oh, I'm thinking about doing this. All right, for example, bills need to be paid, certain things need to be taken care of, right? They come to you, what do you think? You think I should get this? No, you don't need to buy that right now. You don't need to buy that, right? Why? Well, because this needs to be paid, blah, blah, blah. Then they go buy it, come back. Man, we can't pay this bill. Well, listen, I just clearly told you, don't go do what you did. But the thing is, they think so. Every decision they make, and we have to understand this as men, 90% of it is emotion. There's no logic behind none of the decisions they make. Because after they make the decision, you talk to them, then they, oh, you was right. Well, in that moment, they can't see us being right. Because number one, they hate when we're right. But if we just go on in real life like we're right mostly all the time, because you said it, we think logically. Everything has to do with more common sense for them, and has to do off how they feel, off their emotions and their feelings, and how the day is going that day.
Yep.
They wake up happy, then that's how that mood's gonna go. If they wake up mad at something, they get on Instagram and scroll, see something they don't like, anything can alter that mood change, right? So now they feel personally attacked when they come to you with an answer, and then you give them the truthful answer. See, listen, everybody say they can take the truth, but they can't.
Yeah,
That's facts.
They
That's
cannot.
facts.
It's just a cliche. Well, tell me the truth. I want to know the truth. No, you don't.
No, you really don't.
You really don't. And
Let's leave that
and
alone.
I'm just in a place now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, we go back to what we was talking about. Do you like my hair? No. Do you like these heels? No. Do you like the dress? No.
Yep.
Now, if you want to be emotional about these, you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the answer.
Yeah.
But the true stuff, stop lying to yourself, because that's not where you at, and it's crazy because it's hard to have conversations with them nowadays, because everything has to be justified.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything.
And then I'll learn this, like in real life, when you get disciplined and you doing something wrong, and somebody calls you out for doing it wrong, they're supporting you
Yeah.
in the best way you can be supported.
Facts.
They're not, oh yeah, you good, you all right. No, listen, you going down the wrong path. Are you doing this the right way?
Yeah.
You're not saving money, you need to do this. That's really supporting you, regardless if you want to hear it in the moment or not. That's somebody really supporting you.
Yep.
And they think our answers to them supposed to be yes, yes, yes all the time. No,
Yeah.
because 90% of the decisions you make is stupid as hell.
Yeah.
And then what happens after that is they gonna make it without asking us for our opinion.
Yeah.
They gonna make the decision, and then whatever the decision they make, it come back and be like, "Why you didn't ask me? Because you wasn't gonna support me. This is why I wasn't supporting this dumb shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Facts, bro.
This is why I wasn't supporting this dumb
Exactly.
shit, because you just made an emotional decision, and then two, you didn't want to come speak it over with me because you knew what I was gonna say. So instead of listening for the truth and taking the truth, you decided to go do it on your own, right?
Facts.
And now it blows up in the face, and now we both got to fix the problem.
That don't make no sense. Like having,
But
like
it's
you
pride.
said,
It's the ego thing. Like, it's just like,
having people's best interests
It's
is
not-
having their back,
but
and
that's
not supporting them.
But in this day
the
and
bigger
time,
picture.
in
Yeah,
this day and time,
it's not.
with the social media, and I'm gonna keep going back to this because
Yeah.
I'm a realist. Like, people will be like, well, it's because everybody caught up in trends and what everybody else do.
A woman that goes straight to social media and posts her feelings right then and there.
Right there.
Oh yeah,
Right
For
there.
sure.
Right then and there.
They find, they find
It'd
a
be
quote,
fine. It'd be fine 5 minutes later. It's like,
Come on.
That's big facts.
but
Yeah,
they
it
want
definitely is.
validation from the wrong thing.
They want it
Yeah,
all.
they want
We
it
had
all.
we
want-
had an argument one day. This is crazy, right? We had an argument, and this was within the house, right? But she still leaves because she was on her way to the gym. But apparently, like, from this argument, she's tearing up and stuff. And yeah, I'm putting your business out there. You put your business out.
shout out
And
to you.
so,
Shout out to you.
and so she posted a picture, you know, her kind of like crying and stuff, but then just, you know, this with the kids. I think they was like maybe 2 years old, and they were just kind of like eating, like biting off the books and all kind of stuff. And so she made it to be that, like, oh, man, it's just tough, you know, with the kids and yada 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 yada, and we doing this and doing that, you know. So everybody like, dang, like, what's going on over there for real? Like, and she's crying in the picture. So it's like, what's happening? Where's Shed at? Where's so people, when you, like you said, when they go straight to social media with it, like, they're painting, they have their own narrative of like our life my life, they think I'm like, I'm home with the kid. Like, how you think she was able to take the picture and be at the gym? Because I have the kids.
But it's validation, but boom, you hit it on the nose. But it's like when things go sideways, I'm stressed out. So now that they're stressed out, everything else is stressed out. They don't know to minimize the situation. Okay, you stressed out about this situation, right? Leave it there. Now, how do you fix these other things? Now they stress about everything. Yeah. Oh, I'm stressed out about my car breaking down, it ain't working. Okay, now I'm stressed out about the bills. Now I'm stressed out about this. And now all that build up, they put it on you.
Yep.
Now they looking for you to give them an answer to cater to their feelings. But let me tell you this, ladies, that is not our job to cater to your feelings in that way. Because if I'm gonna sit there and I'm saying, no, you okay, it's okay, it's not okay. Because y'all gotta stop doing dumb shit. You have to, because you're putting everybody in bad positions based on the emotional decisions you make. They're emotional. None of it is realistic decisions. None of it. It's all emotional, how you feel. How you feel doesn't get you anywhere in life. It doesn't get you the job you want. It doesn't get you how much money you want. It doesn't get you into heaven. It doesn't get you, how you feel. And everybody, women like to come, well, I feel this way. Okay, well, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. So if we go outside and look at it, it's blue, but you feel it's orange. Okay, that's how you feel, but that's not realistic thought process right now. Because if you look up, it's blue.
Yep.
So it's just.
And I feel like this, man. If anybody believes this, you are soft. You a sucker. Look, this is what I mean. If you talking about happy wife, happy life, you soft and you a sucker.
Come on, man.
It's happy spouse, happy house. You know what I'm talking about? Happy spouse, happy house. It ain't no happy wife, happy life. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And it go both ways. Both sides need each other to succeed.
For sure.
But they come to us for their validation, right? And we went to the Instagram thing where they find a quote out of nowhere, or they screenshotted it 2 months ago, and now in this moment, they're using it for the sadness. So they want somebody to feel the more sadness they already feeling. They're crying, so then they'll find a quote that makes it more sad. And then this is what they do. I don't know if it's for y'all, but it's already sad, right? They go find some R&B music, already sad, Keisha Cole. Start playing it and turn it up, make it worse, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they get their feelings more from the music. Now they really in their feelings because they gonna turn on the worst music.
Yep.
Nothing to lift them up. They ain't gonna turn on nothing, no gospel. They ain't gonna turn on no good music to lift their spirits up.
Yeah.
Because they already said emotional. They gonna go listen to the Monicas and the Keisha Cole breaking up. And
Come on.
You better not come home that night.
Cheated on me.
You better not come home that night. They listen to Keisha Cole, Monica, yeah.
But
Don't come home that night.
they feel their emotion through the music.
Look, you come home, look, I'm playing Shaggy, boy. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And then they get on the sound, it wasn't me. And then they get on the sound,
Y'all about to argue until the sun come up for sure.
And then they find
argument about to be real.
internet. This is how much people mind is in the internet. They'll find an internet quote, screenshot it, and send it to you. And then put this how I feel.
I'm like, damn, I can't compete with this quote.
Or post something and
it.
screenshot the comments and be like, see, I'm not the only one thinking about this.
God.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
estrogen though. That's another estrogen that is agreeing with you. What you talking about? It be manny though,
Yeah,
man.
social media definitely made things a little bit worse for sure.
The internet
A
is
little bit
undefeated.
worse. No, it's not. It's just people, not even women. Everybody look from validation
everybody.
from the internet.
Yep.
Like, I don't have it, so I really sit back sometimes and be like, who cares?
Yeah.
You posted where you ate at. Who cares? You posted who you with. Who really cares? You posted you was at this party. Who cares?
They don't even post who they with. They post they picture, but you see the other.
Like, why?
You see the plate.
You see the
It's
plate.
like,
Other,
Yeah, like-
who is you with?
look, I see a hand right there. What that hand for?
Yeah, you at a family event, you posting. Like, why do you think everybody cares? And then you got the fake people that are liking it because they your friends. So if you don't like it, they go like, you didn't like my picture.
No, I
You
didn't.
didn't- You didn't like my
I
picture?
just ate there yesterday.
You didn't comment on my picture?
I didn't like the food, so I'm not about to like. I'm not about to like the picture.
But again,
I was there yesterday.
But again-
like the food.
but again, they looking for the validation for the wrong thing.
Yeah, facts.
You looking for the wrong thing. They women unfollow each other if somebody don't like their page or don't comment on it. They will unfollow. Oh, she not a real friend.
It's not just. I saw a lot of people post like, y'all haven't nobody like this or that, so I'm gonna follow you if you don't like this.
That's crazy.
Like, damn.
But
That's
that's
crazy.
the day we in. Everybody need validation for the wrong stuff. But then you tell them the real truth about it. They don't want to hear it.
They have 1,000 followers. They expect 1,000 followers to like all their stuff. They will expect
that's
1,000 followers to like everything. If that one person don't like, oh, they pissed.
They unfollow you.
They unfollow you.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here. That's not just with women. That's with men too.
No, that's
Yeah.
what men do. And I see it outside looking in because I don't have it. So I see it from the outside looking in. And you can just see it like, dude, why are you posting how much money you got? Why are you posting the car? Why are you posting where you at? Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Who really cares? A person is just really scrolling through, double tapping, and I watch Tone do it, so I know how it works. So it's like he's just double tapping just cause it's there, it's there. And ain't cause he really care. It's just cause it's there. Not to put you on the spot, Tone, but I see you do
Yeah,
it.
that is
But
Tone. Look, I'll send Tone some
Yeah.
videos or something.
He just-
He'll
I ain't
like
seen me
he'll
on my
heart it.
phone one time.
He'll heart
I
it
just
right
seen
away.
Boom on his phone the whole time.
Look,
bro.
is it? Tell me if this
Boom,
is
it's
true.
me though.
Tell me if this is true, Toe. I sent a video to Tone, like a motivational video, and I got the heart right away. Boop boop. I'm like, damn, that was quick.
And what did I say?
I
though?
said, you watched the video? He was like, nah, I didn't get
I
to
read
it
the
yet,
caption.
but I saw the caption on
I
it.
read the caption.
Who look? Who read the caption? Oh yeah, I'm gonna heart this day.
Yeah, like-
you ain't going back to it.
that's
But
how,
I did know.
but
Watched it when I had time to
that's
But I
how
watch
it
called
is.
you out on it,
But that's how
man.
it is in the real world. It's like it's just double tapping. It's just double
It is,
tapping
though.
for the wrong thing, and I don't know. My mind ain't wired that way. I don't need validation from nobody. I don't care what's on there.
So do you think social media has a huge play on the behavior in your relationship? So think about that real quick. I'm talking about the arguments. I'm talking about the things that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
do you think social media
100%.
has a huge play on the actions, on the behavior in the relationship?
100%.
Do it look good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
just everything, the trends that we see,
100%.
all the new stuff that comes out. Oh, I'm gonna try this hairstyle. I'm
I'ma-
gonna do this dress. I'm gonna
I
No,
know
no,
shop here.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Boom go first, but
I
real quick, 100%, and it goes back to what I said.
Yep.
They're in competition. But I'll say that from my side. Go ahead, Boom.
I definitely know one. It be the vacations that people be posting. Oh, I want to do that.
And you don't even know how they got there
Yeah,
in real
I'm
life.
saying, I don't
You
even know how to
where
book.
they at.
I don't
It's
even know how to
fake.
book this. Like,
Oh, everything.
how do you get this?
Yeah.
Like man, like how much did that cost to do that? Like, is that just a promotion? Because a lot of people just be promoting stuff.
Have them off of Groupon.
Man.
Yeah,
That ain't real.
That
Like they
too.
ain't paid for the full amount, but
I'm like, man,
it look good.
I ain't got this vacation money this month. We could probably plan on it a couple of months ahead down the road, but yeah, that's probably just like a promotion thing. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. And stuff. So that definitely plays a major part when it comes to the vacation stuff for sure. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like,
But
we can do this, but we can't do that.
She comes to you.
Yeah, we
she
ain't
comes
doing
to
that.
you based
Yeah.
on what she's seen
Yeah, with
on the internet.
that person said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
What you think, Tom?
I mean, it's 50-50, I feel like. I mean, some is real life, some is based off the internet.
Oh my God.
That's just how I feel about it. I feel like the majority of shit you bring on yourself. If you have an argument, it could be over something that you did.
We're not.
So
we're
I'm
talking
gonna
about-
cut you off just real quick. Without social media, a lot of people ain't doing none of the stuff they doing right now.
I mean,
lot
that's
of-
real.
And
A lot
that's
of
real.
people
So
not
where,
do-
but where are you getting the argument part from? Like, if you get into an argument,
Like that's what I said. It's case by case. It
no, we're
depends on what
talking
it is.
about. Do you feel like social media influences a relationship in a way of if they see something on the internet, they come to you with it, regardless of what it is, vacation, regardless of what it is, a nice dinner, a date. Do you think that influences your relationship?
Nah, not mine per se. I really don't. I don't feel like that. I haven't like experienced or felt like, oh, just because you saw something off the internet, then you bring it to me like, hey, why we ain't doing this? Nah, I never.
Do you think, because the person will say, well, I seen it off the internet, do you think, do you ever get a person, not a person, do you ever get your partner coming up to you randomly saying, hey, let's do this, just randomly, without using the internet in the sentence, just saying, hey, let's
Let's
try
go.
this, randomly, and you like, you ain't never wanted to do this before. Where you get this from? You ever had that before?
Yeah, I definitely had that before for sure.
So 99.9% came from the internet.
Without me even knowing.
Without
That.
you even knowing.
Come on, yeah.
99.9 came. She seen somebody do it.
Mm-hmm.
Seen somebody do it.
And it just came to
It
me
just
with the
came to
bullshit.
you randomly with it.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna say I seen it on the internet,
Yeah.
but
That's
99.9%
where
she
it
got it
came
from the internet for sure.
Come on.
100%.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the stuff I be doing now be coming from the internet. Like, if I go do this, it came from the internet.
Yeah, definitely. If
Like,
I'm going out
I
to eat
didn't-
or
I didn't
something
know
or try
about-
They
something
got
new.
food places.
Yeah, that's what
scenery,
I'll be on that
scenic.
shit for sure.
Yeah, I would have never knew about that stuff.
The
So.
worst though, the worst is when you have like, and it's not the influencers, right, or the those who are motivating entrepreneur. It's not them. Sometimes it's the people that's trying to follow them, right? So they'll get on there and like do a video of a mansion. You can get this, you eat, and I feel like that definitely could take over a person's mindset, and then not necessarily putting in like they forget about the work that actually has to be done to get to certain places in life. And so a lot of people don't want to really put in the work, but they're walking around like, oh, I'm a boss, or oh, I'm this, I'm that, and it can take a toll on the relationship because it's kind of like, all right, we need to do this, like nah, I'm a, what I'm saying, I'm a boss, and then so we kind of even got into that too, like this is when the twins were little, and Angel ended up leaving the job. She wanted to be home and stuff with the kids, and I was like, all right, cool. So like let's get some like some good stuff we can bring up, books and just some fundamental stuff that we can have for the kids. And one day I just got a call like I'm a mom boss, or I'm a mom, I'm a boss mom, whatever. And I was okay with that. I supported it all, the whole nine. But we did have like back and forth, arguments, just kind of like, yeah, I know your mom boss, but we still gotta get paid though. At this, what I'm saying? Like we still gotta wait for the check still. Like, we still gotta do this, we still gotta do that. So definitely, man, social media can play a huge part
Definitely.
on our behaviors, actions, all that stuff, man. Even me, like I'll speak. I know I keep using her as an example, but even myself, like when I started really getting into finance, insurance, and stuff, like and I stopped because like I was getting red bottoms. I got Burberrys. I done got a Range Rover, a Tesla. Just everywhere going trips. We went and got a trip to Hawaii. No clothes, with nothing packed in the bag.
Clothes.
Come
no
on.
clothes.
It was an empty suitcase.
Shopping out there.
wherever we got
Empty
old, that's what we
suitcase.
doing.
And then so we was like, look, whatever event we go to, that's what we buy for this occasion. Okay, we're going to a sunset dinner. Boom. All right, let's go to the store. Hey, come here, lady. Pick this out for us real quick. They're like, you can pick your own clothes. Pick this out for us. We got the paper for it right now.
It sounds like you influenced the boss mom.
So I definitely this her situation before, but mine was definitely after for sure. Like
Got you.
I definitely was influenced in that, feeling like I had to show everything, feeling like, and it worked for the wrong reasons though. It worked in a bad way. Like the people who was reaching out, they don't want to work. Like the people who are reaching out, like they're scared of the work. They only want the material stuff. They only want the results. And I said, I'm not posting this stuff no more because I done got too far ahead of myself because I see it on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's, oh, get the house. Listen, you can work from home. You can do X, Y, and Z, man. So that definitely played a part on my end too, in our relationship. cold game.
Me and my girl was
Come on, bro.
me and my girl was at competition at one point. Like, hold on, you got Louis Vuitton? Hold up. What you mean? Let me go get something better than Louis.
That really happens in relationships.
Yeah, me and my
'cause
girl
that
was at
thing-
competition with that.
That thing is an influencer.
In a good
That's
way,
why
though.
it's an influencer, but I don't think it's ever a good way though. But
Yeah.
that's
No, I'm
me.
just saying,
But
like,
I just think like I don't know. I don't care. Like so I'm the odd person looking out, right? Because I don't have it. So I get, oh, you secretive, or you this, or you that. In our time growing up, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You got Snapchat though.
Yeah, but that I don't post nothing on Snapchat. I got siblings on Snapchat. I don't post anything on Snapchat. Have you ever seen me? I follow you. Have you ever seen me post anything?
Nah.
Okay, so
Probably
why you
just
bring?
once or twice.
I never posted nothing before. So now you're lying. So
No, I really thought you did post something once or
how
twice
you
or something.
think I did? I never posted anything on
'Cause it's
Snapchat.
been a minute.
I don't.
Told us to follow you and
So
all
the
this stuff.
only time I got Snapchat to clear it up after we went to Houston, the only way my brother can send me all the photos because he was trying to, it was hell of them. He's like, download the Snapchat, I can send it over to you as
Oh,
an album type
yeah,
thing.
without having no limit.
Boom.
Got you.
So he sent it.
Gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
why I got it. You don't
Gotcha.
see me post anything on it, right? But I just think the odd person looking in is like, it's poison because everybody like, man, you secretive. We don't know what you. Man, that's life. I don't need to post what car I drive.
That's crazy.
I don't need to post where I work. I don't need to post what I eat on a daily basis. I don't post how much money I got in my pocket. I don't need to post what type of clothes I got on. I just think it's weird. But I'm not trying to fit in and follow a trend everybody else is doing, right? I just think it messes up you personally. So then you get into a relationship and you got a partner following all the trends of TikTok or off social media. You're not going to win
Yeah.
because they're influenced by it. Like it's an addiction. Everything is built off of the internet, and don't y'all know? Like for you guys, and I'm talking to everybody in y'all, but the people who make these apps get paid millions to do it to keep your attention. That's what
Their
they get paid
children's
for.
not even on it either.
Their children not on it. Like, and you can listen to people who made it. Their children not even on it, but it influenced. Like, there's some good positivity on the internet. I say that, yes. But if we're speaking generally in relationships, you got your girl trying to do her hair a certain way because they seen another person on the internet do their hair that way. Then you got your girl trying to wear this because they seen somebody else wear this. Then you got your girl trying to do this because they seen somebody else do it, right? None of it is based on their own thought process. That's a problem. That's a problem.
I don't think that part is the problem because
What part?
just the material stuff when it comes to like wardrobes, hairstyles, food places.
But I disagree because you keeping up with the Joneses, right? That takes money.
But if they got it, well, you're assuming they don't have the money.
No, even if they had it, is that a good business investment to try to keep up with
that?
that?
It is, and this is why. Because social media now actually will make your business boom. Because back then you have to go so far and do so much just to get your business out there and things like that. So the people they're getting their hair done from or food options, they're actually getting paid.
I'm speaking on the person who's doing it don't have a business, just in the relationship with the person that's doing it, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you want this hairstyle, you want these shoes because you seen somebody with it, right? Cool.
Yeah.
You got the
Some
money
Louis
to go
Vuitton.
do it, right?
Yeah.
Boom, you buy one.
Yeah.
But this how the internet work. Next week there's an update.
Uh-huh.
So now the person you like got a different purse.
Yeah.
So you want that purse, you go get it. By the time you look into it, you got everything this person you following got. You spent over a certain amount of money, even though you got it. When you look back on it, you can't wear all these purses. You can't wear it. Is that a good investment? It's just sitting there. No, because your mind is telling you, like, you know how, like, they collect purses and shoes? Yeah, you could be a collector, but I'm talking about the people, the women that got all these purses or the dudes that got all these shoes. They in the closet. They got it just to say, hey, I got every pair of Jordan that came out. Okay. Okay. You spent all this money on this, but what's really the investment? Say tomorrow somebody take it all, it's gone. You lost everything. Just for what?
Especially nowadays.
Just for what? So my point I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
if you have it, that's cool. But because you have it, don't you mean you got to spend it? And I'm gonna go like a little bit deeper. You get certain people, and I'm gonna say, Caucasian people, Asian people, they'll walk around in the same jeans and pants every day. You won't know they got crazy money because it's not about a fashion show. It's not that I'm trying to prove I got this on today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to prove I got red bottoms on and I got the new pair of jeans on with the belt
But
showing.
then again, on the flip side, you know, yeah, they can walk around with some base jeans and base shoes and eat some base food, no season on it. That's cool. But then again, you got, you know, brothers, you know, in style. You got LeBron
Yeah.
James,
No, for
billionaire in style. You got,
Yeah.
you know, Tyler Perry, like he'll still wear some decent stuff, but like his work speak for itself. You know,
But no,
you got Oprah
but
styling
you
out.
speaking on the top black people who's billionaires and millionaires.
But that's my point. But there's also white people who have been wealthy for years and generations first.
For
That's what I'm
sure,
saying.
for sure.
And some just
But
choose
I'm
to.
speaking on your partner in a relationship or anybody you see that's not here, just a regular relationship, right? And they're trying to keep up with the internet. You're not a millionaire, billionaire, just a regular
Oh, yeah,
everyday
definitely,
relationship. That's what I'm talking about. And you're trying to keep up.
Definitely.
Like I think that caused friction in relationships.
Absolutely. And then so with that being said though, right, if that's an addiction that cause, you know, conflict and everything, so as the partner now, us thinking logically, what do we do or what should we do moving forward, right? So should we continue to have this conversation? No, you shouldn't do it. No, and would it lead to us, right, separating and not really being together? Or like, what can we do as men in a relationship where, you know, it can be women, they could be addicted, with your point, to be addicted to stuff where they're buying things and they don't need to be buying, you know, spending money on these things. What can we do?
So before we go into that,
Take
what
them
we
to
do,
Goodwill.
just example.
Take him to Goodwill. Humble him. Humble him right quick.
And you won't be talking to them the next day because they not gonna. But so before we get into that, like example, just thought. The women, the young women or the older women who's not millionaires, we just talking about our
We just talk about
here
yeah,
on the
okay.
surface, right?
Yep.
Go spend 20 bands, 15 bands on a body because they seen.
You talk about with us. Just,
I'm just talking about a regular person.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go spend $20,000 on their body, a butt lift or whatever it is, their lips, their face done.
Yeah.
20 bands, right? But they living, it don't even have to be the hood. They living in an apartment building, it could be nice. They living in a house, it could be nice. But they gonna spend 20 for their body, which that 20 could have went to somewhere else.
That's a
Whoa,
week.
Even
whoa.
if they
that's a
have
week's-
it, no. Listen, even if they have it or don't have it, I'm just saying.
Nah. So look,
That's
this
a
is what they
week.
do.
That's a week's argument.
No, it's
That's-
not. Look, it is a week's argument, and the reason why is because that's considered an investment. If I buy $1,200,
But what is that?
$3,000
Now you
on
about
Louis
to talk
Vuitton,
about-
and then that's materialistic. If something happened to it, then it's gone. But then if I invest, quote unquote, in myself, that's what they're saying. If I invest in myself, right, I get my body done. They can have escorts, you know, sugar daddies, all kind of stuff. But the biggest thing is what? OnlyFans. So
For sure.
what they do is, and people are obviously coming up on OnlyFans. And so if you have the right body that people are craving off of, that's considered an investment.
But I think we getting off track a little bit. I'm just
No.
Listen,
How?
Tone, stop just agreeing. But listen, this is my thing. I'm saying we're getting off track based on we're talking about in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the young ladies that's in a relationship with somebody,
Yep.
right? Not single, not just could go get their body done, spend this money and be on. In a relationship, is coming up or is telling they dude, I want you to spend 20 bands on my body. Regular relationship, everyday 9 to 5 job, doing this, but they're sending it on the internet or they send other women with it. So they come to you, for example, your wife come to you like, hey, you know, I want to get my body done. I do the research. You like, it's 20 bands, 22, whatever the amount is, right? You like, okay, it's investment, like you said, but she's not using that body for the internet. That's not.
But
that's not what she's doing.
if I pay for the body, she's using it for my eyes.
for your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the investment. But what I'm saying is, you would sit back and think about it, right? To be like, wait, 20 bands, right? Like,
If we don't have a
Like-
establishment already built and stuff. Like,
get what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
not.
I'm
That's
saying
not
it
working.
happening.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I'm not like
happening.
gonna break
speaking
my
on
back to
the
make that
single
money to
women
do
that have
that.
the money
Yeah.
to do it. I'm speaking on a 9 to 5 relationship. Y'all building, or y'all could be together for 10 years. It's just right now. I come to you and I'm like, I've been seeing this girl, or like I've been wanting this for
Yeah.
this long. I want 20,000, and you be like, nah, not right now.
That's
But they
that
so
simp.
obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like I need it.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like
I
that.
get that. Yeah.
That type of thing. So just to break it all down, that's what I'm talking about. Like I just think overall, there's positivity on the internet for the right things.
Yeah.
There are. I won't take that away, right? Because we all get inspiration from it in some way. But I'm talking about the people that's not strong-minded enough that they think that's everyday life. I'm waking up, I'm scrolling in my phone because I got to
Yeah.
see what somebody else is doing.
That's true.
It's an addiction. I'm at work.
That's
Like
a headache.
a person that's at work, they got to pull their phone out and they got to just scroll and just see what somebody else is doing and keep up with the Joneses and just, or they, before they go to bed, they just own it. That type of mindset, they got you.
Well,
That's what
Yeah,
they
for
want.
sure.
They got you. But then when you tell somebody that, oh, it's
They'll
nothing.
lose it. They'll
No.
flip out.
They already got you. You don't even know that they got you because you're so addicted to it. Like, take somebody, not even take their phone away, just let social media crash and you can't get on no website. People will go crazy. It's an addiction. Like, you don't understand. They driving and they scrolling. They at work and they scrolling.
Yeah.
They doing personal things that's supposed to take your mind. In the gym, they scrolling. You supposed to be working out, but you sitting on the thing.
Said what Kanye say?
Instagram got your weed.
Yeah.
Instagram got your weed.
So I just think I don't know, that's hard. Maybe it's not hard when both parties have the social media effect. I just think it's hard for when one dude, vice versa, who it is, the male or the female, I just think it's hard because you're going to win a fight you can't win. You can't win that. That's the 2023-24 version of what this world is.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
So going back to that original question, like, if you can't win that battle, what do you do as the partner, significant other, the spouse?
What you do, Tom?
Yeah, Tone.
Because you just sitting over there. What you do?
Yeah, I am just sitting over there. I'm just listening, soaking
go.
it all in blood.
Tone, you good at it.
Yeah, we was bouncing around a few things, but I just feel like I'm not dealing with that, so I wouldn't deal with it. Basically, like just point blank period, I'm not dealing with that at all. So, I mean, I would move on.
What does that mean?
That's what I would
Yeah,
do.
like
Oh, so you're
It
elaborate.
saying-
means I'll move
you're
on
saying
from that person. That's not the right person
we're
for me.
done.
Because they
Okay.
on social media
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, if it's that much of an influence over your life, and you coming with me with these different situations that obviously, like you said, we can't even
Compete with and stuff. yeah.
exactly. So no, I'm not dealing
Because
with
I think we, not get off track, but we went a little bit deeper. But
we did.
for your point is,
How
Your
often?
girl-
Wait, hold on. So how often? And let's be honest though.
Yeah.
How often would you say you're not on social media? Would you say that we're on social media scrolling though?
Well, for me, bruh, I feel like before when I had it, I got hacked, so I was off for a minute. I don't really know how long I was off, but I was off for a cool minute. So I feel like before I was on it way more, but now that I got it now, it's all about just promotion for me. It's about big promotion. I had posted some family pictures and stuff up there too.
But I mean,
like,
just scroll. I'm saying like,
just
Tone, I'm
scrolling,
saying
liking
like,
stuff?
I'm saying like,
I don't even do that. Like, if I'm driving or anything, or even at work, I'm listening to a podcast or I'm on YouTube listening to something like to try to get me elevated to something else.
okay,
That's what I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on.
Shadik said.
yeah. I mean, cause I like TikTok is like crack to me too.
Oh,
So
me and Boo was talking
scroll,
about that,
I
too.
scroll on TikTok
Yeah.
all the time. But just to me, I was saying if you said yes, then I would say, would that be a double standard of like, she can't be on no dang social media, she
Oh,
can't
come on.
scroll, but I'm watching TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You know, they doing them dances. How long are we watching that video for? How long? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of being realistic too, like about it.
so how
It's a-
often do you think you're on it? Like you said, it's bad.
It's bad. Like so lately, because I have a lot that's just going on. I haven't really been on TikTok a lot, but the time that I'm on it, I'm stuck. On,
You're
it'll be
addicted.
like an hour like
And
this.
they got you.
Yeah, that,
Your
they
whole
got
battery, your
See,
whole
y'all got
battery,
that bad.
your whole battery started at 100. You at 32% when you
Yeah.
wake up.
You're not even knowing
It's
it.
bad.
That's what I'm
Not even
saying.
knowing
It's
it.
bad.
And that's why I asked, like, will that then be okay?
So
Yeah.
now, before we get to boom, your partner walks up to you and has a problem with that, but you're
Yeah.
addicted,
Mhm.
right? And now your partner comes and like, hey, we got to talk about this because you have a problem and I
Yeah.
don't like it. You're addicted. What is your response from your point of view? From your side, how do you respond to your partner coming to you like, we got to fix this?
I'll say I agree. Because me, like one thing you got to be honest with yourself. Like when we're talking about anything, discussing anything, having problems, issue, you got to be honest with yourself. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm on it. And I'll hit it right back.
Come on, man.
You on it too, you
But-
know.
but
you
are
fell
we-
asleep scrolling, you know.
That makes sense.
So that's what I do.
But do you think you're taking full responsibility for it when you throwing it back on that person? If you be like, yeah, I'm on it, but you on it too. So
Yeah.
now we back in that situation where okay, we go just go back and
Absolutely,
forth.
absolutely. Because it's so I threw out a question a minute ago of what is it that you need to do, right? If someone's addicted, they have a problem, and there's no winning. What is needed? Here's the answer to this. The answer is you focus on you and grow so that now you've created an environment where you can influence, impact other people. So like if we're in disagreement on social media, but then now I say, you know what? I'm going to just take a stand and better my life. I'm going to take the stand that this is the time frame I used to be on social media. I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to make some more calls for my business, or I'm going to do this and pick up more trips, or I'm going to edit, videos for our podcast, or I'm going to do this, do X, Y, and Z in replace of. But then when you start seeing it, I wake up every morning, 4:30 a.m. to go out to the gym. They're like, dang, this dude, okay. Now that can influence that person. It was like, I'm gonna have to start doing something
Yeah.
because you've been getting up at this time. I'm starting to see results here. I'm starting to see more clientele here. I think that's the answer. But if she came to me saying that, going back to your point, I feel like you're addicted to social media. And I say, well, you are too. That means what I'm saying is you can't tell me anything that you're still doing either. You need to grow, and I need to grow. We can both agree on that.
Facts.
But before I come to
Two
you,
truths. It's two
before I come to
truths.
you, I'm gonna grow first.
Yeah.
I got to be an example.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I got to,
Yep.
So that's how I look at that.
Got you.
That's why I always got this saying, stay busy. But it's a little different from my situation because me and my girl constantly fight over the charger. Like, I need to charge it for this and that. But shout out to Steph. She got the little wrestling thing going on. Shout out to WoW.
WOW
Shout
wrestling,
out,
baby.
man.
Y'all
Yes,
tune
sir.
in. Tune
So y'all-
in every Saturday night.
Y'all
But
fighting over the charger.
Tune in on what?
True
on
TV.
WoW.
Oh,
Women of wrestling. Y'all tune in.
Women
There
of
it is.
wrestling. There you go. So question,
Chaos and Conan. Chaos and Conan. Tune in.
whatever
Go ahead,
that
Ghost.
means, but Chaos Akona.
That's wrestling name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the twins'
Yeah,
name.
Twins
Got
name.
you. Got you. So boom, question. You're fighting over the charger based on both of y'all phone dying over being on social media?
You know, and not necessarily her situation a little bit different. Like she has to post this and that because her boss is telling, hey, we need y'all to post
So
this.
it's promotion for
It's
her.
promotion for her, but
So-
for me,
Y'all need an extra.
For
I'm
you,
just
are
a-
you like say it a minute? Are you addicted?
yeah, I'll say I'm addicted too. I'll say I'm addicted, but like I really don't watch TV no more. Like I get everything off of social media. Like all the news, if breaking news is coming off of social media. Like the only time I'm watching TV is when Skip or Shannon is on. I mean, or
You ain't got no favorite teams?
Stephen A. now, and then sports is on. That's the only time I'm really watching TV. But everything else is just constantly coming from social media. So I'm just getting my updates from here and there, and
Is
on
it-
YouTube.
Do you ever find yourself on it too much?
Yes, definitely. I probably got the most usage on my phone. Between I probably got the most usage. I don't watch TV really that much. I'm
Gotcha.
YouTube, just
Gotcha.
watching these
So the
videos.
yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, so I'm definitely addicted for sure.
That's crazy.
But I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing because it's nothing on TV. I'm just watching.
But-
Sports don't come on till later on. So
I'm not the person to say if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I just know like they whoever came up with this done their
Genius.
job.
It's a
They've done
genius.
their job.
They've done
And I
their
just
job.
think, and I just think,
Genius.
and for me, I just think it's taking you away from what really matters in life. Like, I just think they know what they're doing with this whole social media thing. The kids are addicted. The parents are addicted. Everybody's so addicted. So it's taking your mind off what really is important. And when you don't have your own mind to do what you want to do, and you're influenced by other people, regardless if you believe it or not, like if you influenced by what other people do, you don't know how they got there. You don't know. It's just on the video. It shows you, oh, we doing this.
shows
I
you,
got
yeah.
this, but you don't know how they got there, right? So I just think, and not to even be biblical or anything, but in the Bible, when you worship things, and that's what it comes down to, like when you worship things like that,
Yeah, talk about it,
that's
man.
never going to be a good ending, regardless of how you look at it. People go like, well, oh, you getting too deep. No, it's written. If you believe in the Bible, that's just written. Like there's some greed, or when you're worshiping another God, like regardless if you don't look at it as a God, that is something made to take your attention off of Him in whatever
Still a
possible
idol, yeah.
way. So you're idolizing this thing. This
Yeah, you
social
can-
media thing is your news, is your life.
You can watch church off of social media.
Sure, you can.
You can watch
You can.
church off of social
definitely
media
can.
now.
No, but what I'm saying is this thing, it controls your everyday life. This is something you have to see every day. It's something you're in the bathroom, you got to watch. Something when you wake up, you got to look at. It's something when you're at work, you got to look at. You're driving, you're supposed to be concentrating, you got to look at. So it's this thing you're idolizing in a way you might not think of it, but it's just taking all your energy because I don't care how much you watch something, eventually it starts sucking you in. It starts sucking you in like, man.
It's constantly updated.
And now
like
you
every
second
second,
guess,
it's
now you
constantly
second
updated.
guessing yourself. Dang, how they got that? Dang, that car nice. Dang, that house is clean. It could be motivation in the right way, but you keep watching it, it's like, okay. Now you're idolizing this thing, right? And it has your attention.
Call all sick off of social.
Like,
Man, I ain't
for
covered at work
sure.
today.
Like,
For sure. So I don't, like I said, I'm not judging anybody that has it, but I think it is a big problem in relationships. And you can't even have a dinner conversation at the dinner table because they want to scroll through
The
it.
phone is
you
out,
can't even
yeah.
have a conversation when you land in the bed with your partner because somebody or both partners are on their phone scrolling through. I just think it takes, and then the kids are picking up on this. Kids are picking up on it. So I'm not going to go no more into it. I just think like they know what they're doing. Like they got this world wrapped up in their fingers and they know exactly how to do it. Entertainment. It's entertainment. And these companies are sitting back, and Sarah brought it up earlier, the people who made these things, these outlets, their kids is not even on it because they know it's the devil and what it
Distraction.
causes. They know. So they're sitting back, making millions of dollars off of people who's on it. Be like, yep, we did it.
We got
But
him.
they kids,
We got him or her today.
You can't get
You
on
made
this.
it, John.
You can't get on this. You will not be getting on this. And it's crazy how the world, like that mind system works. Like, and
Them the kids that's homeschooled too. That too.
not even that. Their parents know what it is. They created it. They know the
No
effects of
phones.
it. Do you know suicide rates are up for kids off of social media? Do you know the bullying is up off of social media? Do you know these young girls and young dudes are growing up because they're trying to fit a personality or a persona, what they see on social media? Do you know the effect of this? Like, do you know the effect that is doing to young people and older people? Older people are losing their brains and minds. Older women are trying to be young. Young women are trying to be old. They trying to all
said
look a
young women
certain
trying to
way.
be old.
You got 40-year-olds. You got 35, 32-year-olds trying to wear what 16 and 18 or 19-year-olds are wearing. They got the crop top on, trying to look like they 21. Do you know what this is doing to people's minds? Do you know this? You got a 45-year-old woman trying to compete with a 23-year-old woman. What kind
because
of
of
mindset?
Big Lotto. Big Lotto.
Lotto.
So what kind of mindset as a 45-year-old woman you gotta have? You're influenced.
Well, they've been single for 15 years.
Stella,
Hey, but-
Stella need a groove back, nigga.
They
what
said
I'm
it
saying-
ain't been working.
But I'm just saying you're
competing
competing
with these young
and
girls.
that's just not even for women, it's for dudes too. But I'm just saying, think about that. You're an older woman, but you're competing. Your competition is a 23, 24, 25-year-old girl. Like, what is our minds at? Like,
Because their men are going to them 25,
For
24-year-old girls.
For
so
sure.
they like,
they trying to, but then that's the problem. Now you're trying to be 45 and be 23. That okay, listen.
OGs better stop going to see nights. 40 years old. Y'all better stop doing that.
Stop
that.
It's
Stop
crazy. It's crazy. You're competing with, like, I don't understand the mindset of that. And I get you said, like, yes, men are going to the younger women, but I don't care what you do. You're not getting younger. For this 40-year-old woman, you're not getting no younger. So, hey.
She got to make it seem like it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get them eyebrows lift,
yeah,
you know, them
makeup.
eyelids.
They don't even have eyebrows no more.
Yeah.
Botox.
Ain't no more
That's like
eyebrows no
Whoopi-
more.
But okay,
Whoopi Goldberg.
So wait. We just got somewhere. We just got somewhere right there. What'd you say? Said they trying to do what? So they're trying to do these things, right?
Yep.
What is the influence? What is the brainwash behind it?
I don't think that's the brainwash. I think that's.
But where are they getting it from? If social media wasn't available, they couldn't see what the other women are
not
doing.
true,
Younger
not
girls.
true, because it's happening in real life. So they're finding out whether if it's through a friend that their man is sleeping with
It's just easier
a
now. I was
gonna say,
20-year-old.
not to cut you
Like,
off,
It's
but
just easier now. To
before
find
social
one.
media, it was commercials.
not even that.
It was though.
No, yeah, but I'm saying
but I'm
just
sa-
real
but-
life situations where somebody's calling your phone
Mm-hmm.
and saying, "Hey, I found this contact. Who are you?" Like, what? I'm his wife or I'm her husband, whatever the case is. And then there is happening right then and there. Well, okay, well, I've been with this dude, you know, for a year and a half.
But that's happening. But what I'm saying is, as that woman now, the brainwash, she can just get on a page, anybody, not even the Pacific female, just scroll through and see all these women on here. So she has an image and a picture of, okay, this is what they looking like. Okay. I just think now that that image is there, that you can is accessible. You can just pick up your phone and it's right here.
Yeah.
Before, you had to see her in person. You had to catch him with her to be like, oh, you was at the mall with her. Oh, I seen her. She was pretty. Okay, this is what you like. Now you don't have to do that anymore. You just pick up your cell phone. It's accessible. Oh, you like the heels. You like the eyelashes. You like the
I think it's deeper though. So for example, I had a conversation with a young lady who's she's in her 30s, but she was like super heavy set, you know, weighed close to 300 something pounds, and then she started losing weight, eating right, and she lost a lot of weight, and then she started getting like a lot of attention, and she was telling me that she's with a boyfriend now, and she hasn't had a boyfriend with maybe 10 years. But the boyfriend's treating her like crap, man. Dogging her out, cussing her out, no communication, the whole nine. And I was like, dang, so why are you staying with him? And she was like, man, I don't know. And I said, you know, forgive me if I'm wrong, but like, do you think because now you finally have a boyfriend and you haven't had one in 10 years? She was like, honestly, yes. She was like, I haven't even gotten attention. People was not trying to get at me. But because now all of a sudden my result, and I said, look, they gonna come. Like, you just keep focusing on you. Stop worrying about these little things. But my point is this, though. It's like she was willing to sacrifice her peace, right? Sacrifice, you know, even just her singleness to be in a relationship with someone who is dogging her, literally cursing her out, like literally like being with other women and saying, girl, you tripping, all that kind of stuff, just to be in a relationship because she haven't been in one. I feel like that's what a lot of women are experiencing. Like, you have women now that are like 45, 6, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying, creeping into their 50s. And then you have just the industry of, you know, our companies and stuff like that. You got the young girls coming in, right? You see how they do their hair and stuff. But you got the managers and the boss, they're complimenting the young girls. Like, the OGs,
Facts.
like, dang, I didn't get a compliment. Like,
for sure.
So I think it's a personal thing, not necessarily like, because an OG not going to Instagram to look at these young girls to mimic them. An OG's going to be like, nah, I'm a baddie. Look, this what I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? This what I'm going to do.
But this goes back to what I said.
They for sure wouldn't say baddie either.
They ain't saying that.
but they for sure in competition.
You know what they really
Oh,
say?
yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
They're always
me.
in competition.
I agree with that.
Like, older women and younger women, they're always in competition.
Mm-hmm.
They're competing with each other. I've said this, I don't know how long ago, but I've said this. They're competing with each other. So I don't know. I just think it could be good and could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's a conversation both individuals need to have with each other if they're going to do this whole social media thing. But
But let me ask this. Let me say this though. So, as we draw to a close, and I really want to focus on this because this convo is so deep because you have people in this situation.
For sure.
You literally have people in this situation. What can we like share? Like the question's still out there. What can we share to others, or even on our own behalf, of like, what do we need to do? How do we fix this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is so you said you're leaving them. So, we heard that answer.
Yeah.
But is that a real answer too? But
I mean,
it's like,
yeah, it's a
what
end all
can
to
we
be all.
do to fix this problem that we're having when it comes to being addicted to the social media crap?
It's an epidemic.
We need
though.
y'all answers, man. Give us some answers.
No, he's asking you.
Yeah, but it's an
He's asking y'all.
epidemic.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna say
wait,
mine.
wait.
I'm gonna say my
Wait,
answer.
so go back to
I'm
you,
just
Tone.
saying, we need
He's
y'all
answered a
answers.
direct question for you. Go ahead, answer it.
Yeah, I don't know, Sid, to be honest. It's an epidemic.
What does
So,
that mean?
How
Elaborate.
could you end the epidemic?
For your personal relationship, how is it an epidemic? We're
It's
talking about
not.
your-
That's what I told y'all. It's not. I'm not going through that.
Okay,
so I
so
wouldn't go
you're
through
talking
it.
about in general.
Again, to
Okay.
repeat myself, I would not go through that. So in general, yeah, I know it's an addiction and it's an epidemic. Like it's
So you saying right now, if that changed for you and that your partner started being addicted to social media, you would just up and leave?
yeah. If I had discussions with her,
No,
if
no,
I
no,
had-
because you're saying you're
no.
not
Well,
going
you
through it.
have to have a discussion first, and
Okay,
if they
but
don't
if-
want to change, then yes.
Regardless of what the situation is, how the family dynamic is, you will up and leave based on the.
If I had a conversation, if I had a conversation,
Okay.
yes, and it didn't go anywhere, if it's not making anything better for me or her, then yes, I would.
You will up and leave everything based on the social media part of it.
Yeah, if it's that bad, I would. And there's no fixing it. What else could you do?
your answer,
You want to
nephew?
be miserable?
Yeah.
No.
Mine is my answer is pretty much just like, I would have to grow. I have to get out of it. And then I have to lead by example. I can't like point my fingers at her and be like, you're doing this, you're doing that, all these sorts of things. And I have to grow. I got to get out of it and really just replace it with something that's beneficial to us as a family, but then also beneficial to me, career wise or, income wise. Like, I want to just spend more time doing things where I can, get paid for doing it.
That doesn't change your partner's mindset.
It will.
No, if it doesn't.
Okay.
If it doesn't,
Yep.
if their person is stuck in their ways and this is what they want to do and they love it so much, and it doesn't, and you done all this work to better yourself, and then you look back on it however long, and you be like, okay, they ain't picked up the hint, like they ain't done it. How do you go about that?
I ain't leaving for sure. Because social, like, unless, like, if they see somebody scrolling, they're smoking crack, and then she's smoking crack because she see that.
it's that
No, I'm saying
bad?
that's the extreme to it. But I can't see myself leaving someone based off of the addiction of social media. But I wouldn't leave. It's just, I got to keep working on me at the end of the day, because I can't make, like, if this is what they do and they enjoy doing it, like, I can't keep being in their ear, about certain things.
But do you not believe? Okay, let's use
And
an
that's why the
example.
question is so dense, though. It's
No,
like, I
but
don't-
you got, so based on what you said, so you said you can't leave. Okay, let's use this example. It's like, hypothetically, you're in a relationship. This person is on drugs. You're there. You're trying to help them through it. I'm not going to leave you for bad. But eventually, years and years, they're not coming off of it. It's that bad of an addiction. Like, they get better, but they go back. And you said, I'm not leaving. And I have to keep working on better. So you've worked on yourself enough. You're not doing drugs. You're not doing the drugs anymore, but the addiction for your partner in drugs is still there.
Yeah.
And then now you realize this is a weight. It's pulling me down because I am elevating, but this person's still pulling me down. How do you go about that?
So this is how you go about it. So when it comes to drugs, so we all actually could, speak to this. So when it comes to drugs, the addiction to drugs is stronger than the love for a child or a partner or a relationship. And I say that because even a parent can be on drugs and they do love their kids. They love them. But because of the addict, like, that's like us humans, getting ready to have that sexual desire, right? In that moment, I feel like you're almost willing to do whatever it is. And I'm talking about a sexual desire. You're almost willing to do whatever it is. I ain't never tried that before. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think so. When we're talking about addiction, and then it's no longer about me. I'm elevating and you're holding me down. If this is my wife, so I'm doing all that I can do, meaning that programs, rehabs, but because we all know about this, how often does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, they might leave. You know, like if she's on drugs and I'm still trying to help, she might leave me. It's because in our home we don't have drugs, in our home we don't have alcohol, in our home. So because they're an addict, they have to go out and then go and get it. So it's like she might leave me, but I'm gonna do the best that I can, and I don't look at that as like a weight that's holding me down in our family. It's more so looking at it like dang, how could we truly help? Like, and speaking of the Bible, I was reading earlier today, Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, how it says that don't focus on, the interest of our personal self, but rather focus on the interest of others. So it should never be a weight on anybody though. Loved ones, parents, spouse, friends, anything like that. If we can do whatever it is that we can do to help that person, I think that's the biggest key.
Thanks.
So I don't.
So play devil advocate.
Yep.
With that being said,
Mm-hmm.
if that's the whole point of it, like to never give up on this person,
Mm-hmm.
why do people cut people loose? Because if you're like they say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to elevate, but this person's staying down here. So friends that used to be friends ain't friends no more.
Yeah.
Why did you leave that
See,
friend?
but that's different
So-
levels.
Yeah, that's
No,
different.
no, but
No,
what
hold
I'm
on.
saying-
No.
But what I'm
You're
saying
saying
is-
drugs and addicts, and then you're saying friends being cut off. So like a friend being cut off is because I'm elevating. If we sold drugs together, I'm no longer in the drug game, but you can't leave the hood. Me, I want to own my own business, and one of my business might be in the hood. But because you're not on that same level, we can't hang together. We cannot be together. So I'm cutting you off because I want to elevate in my career.
No, I
That's
got
different.
it. So what I'm saying now that you're on drugs,
Mhm.
I'm with you. This person needs help.
Yeah.
I can't give no more help because I've been trying to give this person help on the drugs. They need professional help.
Yeah.
I need to be able to break this off to go get this person professional help because when you're on drugs, there's things that come with being on drugs. Like you said, we all can experience it. They're stealing from you. They're spending all the money.
Mm-hmm.
You losing your house over this now. Your car. You getting them out of jail. Now it's becoming a handful because the more the person's on drugs, the crazier stuff they do.
Mm-hmm.
So as a weight of, now there is problems. So you like, okay, listen, I love this person to death. I'm trying to be better. But for this person to be better, I have to cut this person off to go get them help.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I have to find out a different situation because what I'm doing, that's not enough. What I'm doing in the household and they're watching me do,
See, it's different. with
it's
spouse.
not
so
enough. I'm just
it's
speaking in general,
easier,
not as a
but
wife or anything. I'm just
it's
speaking as a
easier-
relationship.
It'll be easier for you to make this point. If your lover is constantly cheating, like constantly over and over again, then you're like, I'm cutting you off.
Yes.
You're not growing. Like you're showing me that you don't want to be with me. I'm cutting you off. But when you're talking about drugs that they don't have control over, that's something totally different. You
Yeah.
can't compare that in
So-
cutting someone off.
So what I'm saying is because they're on this addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's an
Talk about the
addiction.
social
The
media addiction,
levels
right?
of
So-
the
so-
original
so-
question has definitely changed.
No.
Definitely has.
But yeah, it has. But what I'm trying to understand is, drugs ain't the only addiction. Women could be a man's addiction. So the female is leaving him because she's tired of him cheating, but his addiction is women.
Yeah.
So drugs is addiction. Gambling could be an addiction. So we're just using only because she's on drugs or he on drugs that I'm not gonna leave this person. But I come to you and be like, I'm addicted, and there's people out there addicted to porn. So I'm telling you I'm addicted, right?
Yeah.
Just in general, like, oh, I'm addicted to this. So now your spouse, well, I'm gonna stay with you through this, and I'm gonna help you through
I
this.
mean, not even your
But because
spouse, even your
you
parents.
talk-
Like, I'm
anybody,
gonna
but
love you
what
from
I'm
a
saying is-
distance. I mean, I still love you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Okay, then that's the point I'm trying to make because if it's drugs, you still sometimes it's a weight you have to cut that person off, regardless if it's wife or not.
With drugs, they're gonna cut
Yeah.
you off. That's my point.
Facts,
No,
bro.
for sure.
They're
They're
gonna
going to
forget
cut you
about
off,
you.
but
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's different addictions. So now that is because I have an addiction, and I'm married, do I think my wife supposed to hold me down and not cut me off because I have an addiction, regardless if it's drugs. Say it's not even drugs. Say it's gambling, but I'm using all the family income, all the finances.
Let's use sex. Let's use that's
Yeah.
the because we in our other previous episode we were saying, can you be friends with the person of the opposite sex who is attractive? A lot of us say yes and no, but we was like, yeah, we can. But watch this. We then flipped it and say, but if my girl, if she got a friend that's a dude, I ain't accept. Almost everybody said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
On what part?
Said that
If our
we
girl-
won't accept it at all.
Oh
If
yeah,
our
I
girl
want,
has
I,
it,
want,
friends.
I want to accept it, but the question was,
No,
could
no.
your-
But the point is this though, because you see how like we'll flip it and say, "Oh, we could have friends," but when it comes to the women having men friends, who did we describe? We said they can't have friends, and I
At
said
all.
why? I said why? Because because we know how men are. We're still men. That means typically we can't have women friends either. If we're saying other men think that way, my point is going back to this situation. When you talk about sex, it's a higher level on a decision making factor, right? So he said, I'm addicted to sex or I'm addicted to porn. Guess what? That was my situation. I used to watch porn, right? Often. Some couples watch porn together. But you know what I did? It's a way of trying to get out of that situation by still doing the same things.
Yep.
So what I mean is this. Okay, if I used to watch porn and I was like, dang, it's taking me away from my attraction or my desire towards my spouse, then what I would do is I'll get creative. Let's do videos. Let's role play. Let's make all of these things. And that way, if I have an urge and she's not here, I have our own videos to watch because it's porn-like. And that's just a way of getting away from the website. But when I'm saying when it's drugs, it's literally different. Like when it's sex, we can easily make a decision.
But
You'll make a
but
quicker
you're-
decision
but
with
you're
sex.
saying that based on because of what drugs is. But you can't say that based on if it's addiction for a person that they can make an easy decision
You
because
can.
it's sex.
No, I'm saying you, not generally speaking.
Oh,
you
you're
will
talking
make
about me.
yeah.
But I'm speaking in a general aspect, like because we're using drugs, just drugs. Okay, we know it's drugs kill. We know. But I'm talking about there are addictions out there that regardless of we think, because we don't have it, like, we never seen it. Like,
But we
you can
all seen
easily-
it. We never,
no,
we
what I'm
never
saying.
experienced it.
Yeah, but we'd be like, oh, well, you're addicted. Like a person comes to, I'm addicted to gambling, right? We're like, oh, he's addicted to gambling, ain't that big. But then you really look into it from his point of view. That addiction is worse than drugs for him. That addiction is he sold the house that his kids and family and his wife
If it's
is living
affecting
in.
that, now that's a different. That's
But
a different. That's different.
regardless of the addiction is affecting something.
Yeah.
If it's affecting something, yes.
Yeah,
But that's
addiction.
what all
Yeah.
addiction does is affect something.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is we can't put a cap on thinking drugs is the worst addiction out here. That
No, we can because you're talking about relationships. You're saying that if your spouse just happened to be on drugs, like, cause you're not gonna meet a person and she a doper already, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm about to marry you.
That's not
So like,
realistic.
if you've built something, that means you have this relationship, you have this bond, you love this person, you say, I'll do anything for you, and then you get married, and then it happens.
Okay.
It's kind of like you're saying, let's just erase addiction. What if this person becomes in a critical condition? Or what if this person get in a car accident, can't
Paralyzed.
walk, or you can't even have sex? What are those thoughts?
but that is something that's a value made, right? Dev do his part, right? But I'm saying you get in a relationship with this person and didn't have a gambling problem. 5 years in, they have a gambling problem.
Yep.
But they're affecting our life now.
Absolutely.
You can't even trust them with $1 because then you give them $1 or anything. Where you at? Casino, I'm blowing it all. Wait, you just did what? I sold the car. Wait, I put the van up for. All right, okay. I sold everything out the house. I sold all the TVs off the wall to get money to go gamble. It's addiction. 5 years in, you didn't know what happened. At like what I'm saying is, yes, you don't want. You're saying you're not going to leave your spouse because they're on the
extreme.
drugs. No, that happens. That's
a
not
drug
extreme.
situation.
That's-
Selling the TV.
But that go.
that's the drug situation right there.
But that's not true. That's not true because that can
Selling
go.
the TV.
That can go for both ways. So you never seen nobody go to Vegas and put their house up, their car note up, their car because it's
TV.
really an addiction. It's addiction.
Movies, baby. I ain't never saw nobody.
Well, y'all, but you
We
two,
saw drugs
but you
in real
two
life,
don't be in a
like-
casino and really gamble in that life. So I get it. Like you said, y'all
It's
don't
the-
experience that. But
I ain't
what
never
I'm
saw
saying,
nobody put their house up on.
you don't see it physically. You don't see it physically.
Yeah, nah, it happens.
But
I
I'm
know,
talking
It
but
about.
definitely happens.
But I just saw
So
it in
y'all
movies
just
like
said
that.
TV. What are we talking about? So does it happen?
Because
Or
you
does it
said
not?
you asked us if we ever seen it, bruh.
No, I just
You
gave an
did,
example.
and then you
No,
just
I
said
didn't.
no. Yes, you did, and then you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, y'all don't be in casinos like that." So yeah, you be in casinos more than us, so we get
What
it.
I'm
You
saying,
see it all.
When
We
I'm saying,
understand.
when I'm saying seen it,
But
I'm not
for us,
talking
we seen
about.
it on movies and TV.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is y'all laughing at the point I'm making.
I'm
Like,
not.
oh, boom said,
Y'all
well,
not
that
la-
sounds like some drug shit.
It-
No,
it definitely does. Selling
It
TV.
does, like a crackhead. But what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
what I'm
is,
saying,
there's
yeah.
people with a gambling problem will go in the house and find anything they can sell just to get money to go gamble. So it could go both ways.
Well, can I ask
The
you
point-
something?
the
Are
point
you
I'm-
on the
that's the
edge
point
of
I'm
being
trying to
addicted to gambling?
I'm just using an example.
Because we can help you. I know. I'm just asking a question. Are you on the edge of being
How could
addicted
you
to
help,
gambling?
Tom?
We gotta.
That's his. This is
gotta
this
take
is
him to
original
rehab.
question. How could you help?
We gotta have an
Give me your-
intervention.
give me
But
your
it's an
wallet.
Y'all
addiction.
ever heard of intervention? We tell him, "Hey, let's meet up to eat or something." Then we
No,
tie his ass.
I see what Josh saying, but I just saw it like putting their house up and stuff.
I'm
I
not
just saw
talking
that
about
movie.
physically walking in the casino saying I'm putting my house up. What I'm talking about is you walk into your bank account and you take everything you have saved,
Yeah.
you and your wife have saved, you take all that money out without her knowing, you go to the casino.
And you're saying,
and put
what
it
do we
all
do
on.
though? You're
Now-
saying if now they're just super gambling.
Now they're super
and then you're
addicted
saying
to
now
this thing.
what?
Now we use the drugs things, right?
Mm-hmm.
For your personal opinion was you wouldn't leave your wife, right?
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
I'm saying
But
is
that was
that was
based
for
off
the
of
drugs.
social media. That was based off of social media.
No, are y'all listening? Because I said an example about drugs. He said for him, if his wife was on drugs, he wouldn't leave. Based on, because we use the social media aspect,
Yeah.
but then I use hypothetically if she's on drugs. He said he wouldn't leave, right? Because he said it's an addiction through drugs. I said, that's right. But there's other addictions out there that's worse than drugs, that gambling. So now at this point,
Yeah,
I'm
not
asking you.
worse,
I don't
but
know.
see,
Not even worse, but not
Depending on
worse.
what type
Okay.
of drugs you talk.
No.
Okay, not naming the drug, not worse. I'm not going to even say worse, but I'm saying it's on the same level that this gambling addiction can be causing problems in the household. So how do you handle this one?
So I
based
guess
on-
my point is that there are good people out there that ride or die with
Yes.
the worst
Yes.
circumstances. That's all
For
I'm saying.
sure.
So like, if generally speaking, there are people out there that will ride or die with their spouses, regardless of what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, just because I know Angel, know our relationship, know the love that we have, that we share, our family, is something for me to fight for. So I can't let go based off the social media addiction. I can't let go based off the drugs addiction. But watch this. This is and this is why I bring this up. Us here now, when it comes to sex though, like if she said, "Oh, I'm addicted," though, I don't know. But I'm saying all of us, if your girl keeps saying, "Hey, I just had sex again with another," we look at it at a different level, regardless how the drugs
That hit
will
different.
affect you,
That hit
regardless
different.
how the gambling would affect you. I'm just saying now, me personally, and you saying like, okay, what will make you leave then? This might make me leave.
this
This
is-
might
yeah,
make
that
me
hit
kind of cut
different.
it off if it's constantly like just
Yes.
over and over and over, you know. So
And that's the whole point. So you wouldn't cut her off for the social media part. You wouldn't cut her off for the drug part. But there's a addiction that can play a part where you can be like, I'm not doing this because it's the sex part because it hits different.
it hit different. And then through all of them, right, the goal, obviously, you're going to fight through it.
Yeah.
But just time and time
Eventually,
again,
something
you know,
was like, I can't take no
like
more
even
of that.
you know, even the biblical sense from it too. Like
Yeah.
they were tempting Jesus, and they said, "Hey, can any person leave their spouse for any reason, just for any cause?" And the reason why they asked was because they tried to trick him. Because if he answered wrong, then they'll have a cause to crucify him, right? And so they was like, "What do you say?" And he brought it first straight. The guy was like, "Well, you know, God said, you know, let no man separate, right? Man and woman, yada yada." And then he was like, but what about the answer, the question that we asked? And he says, but except for the cause of fornication. So like even that was very important in the Bible. He says, except for the cause of fornication. So if you leave your wife or your spouse because they can't cook, if you leave your wife because they breath stink, if you leave your wife for any other reason, then it's not a biblical reason to divorce that person.
Yeah.
What's the biblical one? It's
Fornication.
fornication.
Or adultery.
Adultery,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's that even that in mind, it's like
it's
when
not
we
even
discuss
drugs.
of it,
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
they might be
got it.
addicted. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that's something you're trying to fight through, and you're trying to not leave
Yeah.
your wife. But
There it
when
is.
it comes to this fornication thing, there's a line.
Yeah,
At this
There's a,
point,
yeah,
there's a
there's
line.
definitely a line
Yeah.
between that for sure.
Got it. Good, great convo, Sid.
that was.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead, boom. Go ahead, boom. Back to the main question.
That was the main
Would you-
question. What is the main question?
What would you
Give me
would you-
one, Josh.
What would you leave?
So-
Would you leave your partner because they're addicted to social media?
And if you won't, what can you share
To
to
help.
the people that to help them kind of get out of that?
Nah, I wouldn't leave my partner because of social media. It's because that's something we live now. And with that being said, you gotta realize if they had social media back in their day, man, just think about how many siblings, all type of stuff we had. Way
So,
more.
so you're saying that influence of social media would be that bad?
Yeah,
where
it would
you
be
think-
definitely worse.
You think
for sure? Because
it'd
you
be
had
so much?
the drug epidemic and stuff. And then
So
all
you're going
these-
back to our high school days. If we had social media in our high school days, or when we were growing up 10 and 11, or our high school days,
Yeah,
just in that period of time,
it'd
have
definitely
been worse.
It'd
Why?
be definitely be worse because you got more outlets to get to this place, to get to that place, to do this, to do that. Oh, I know where this person gonna be at tonight. I know where this person gonna be at. I know where this person. It's just it'd be way different. It'd be totally way different.
But not to
And-
disagree, but I think that's what's going on now.
No,
like
I'm
you can
just saying.
find out where somebody is. So I don't
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm
social
saying.
media would have
the-
impacted our growing up based on we know where people at. Because if you wanted to find somebody back then, you go find them.
Yeah,
Just hearsay or somebody or just catch them slipping. However, but I just keep going.
yeah. It'd just be way, but it's the time that we live now, so you have to adapt to it. Have you ever tried to give a old person like, oh, do this? So they're like, what are you talking about? I don't know how to work this and work that, because they don't know how to do it. So, but nowadays it's just an everyday lifestyle that we
But that-
live. So I wouldn't say leave that person because of social media, but I definitely say maybe take a day off, not a day off of your phone, but just try not to look at social media for a day and see how that affects.
But when you're addicted, how do you help that person?
Yeah, I'm
because you
just saying.
can't just tell an
You
addicted
can't-
person, "Hey, stay off social media
Yeah,
for a day."
That's tough
Can't do
because
that.
you're not with, you gotta be with that person 24/7.
So how do you help?
Like-
Like,
like
how
I-
do you fix that?
let's
If you
just-
have an answer to that.
Let's just say stay off social media for a day. Not accepting phone calls and stuff. That's different. But
So you're
just-
with that person for that whole 24-hour period.
No, I'm just saying.
But you can't. But listen,
I can't control that.
so you can't
control
So
that.
you're telling me. So say it's me. You're telling me, hey,
Yeah.
stay off of social media for a day.
Just try to stay
But
off
you're
for a day.
telling me this is going through one
Yeah.
ear out there. I'm addicted. So when we leave each other present, I'm getting on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I might not even tell you I got on it, but I'm on it. So how is that helping? Like
It's-
because it's not.
It's not. Just stay off of social media when we together.
There you go.
When
There
we
you
each
go.
other presents.
There you go.
I can't control what you do when
That's
I'm
the
gone.
point I was getting
A
at.
couple hours and stuff.
So that's the point.
That's
There you
hard.
go.
It's just the everyday lifestyle that we live now. Is everybody's on social media.
Not everybody.
When you're the 1%. Yeah, you definitely one. I salute you for that. You definitely
take
the 1% for sure.
right. I take it,
salute
but-
you for that, man.
I'll take it. Me, like you, that's the answer I was trying to get out of you. You answered it. For me to work through that situation is, hey, listen. You have a problem. There's a problem. I'm gonna tell you have a problem, right or wrong. But for us to work, this is communication. For us to work, the best solution I can give, and you hit the hammer on the nail, boom, is when we're together, do me a favor. I'm not on it, right? So to help us, when you're around, when we're running, don't be on it. Don't be on it. Now, if you go on, we're not together, you on it, that's cool, that's fine. Do what you do. But for us to grow and help us, when we're in our together space and when we're building and when we're together, try not to be on it so much. So at the end of the day, I just think that's a solution that, for me personally, that I could put into that. But like Boom said, it's the world we living in. It's the 2003, 2024 version of it. But I think you need to speak to your partner
Yeah.
and
Gotta have those
find a
discussions.
common ground and compromise. But with all that said, man, we wrapping up. Great combo today, fellas.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, most
definitely good
definitely.
one for sure.
Most
Everybody
definitely.
that's tuned in, leave us your comments.
Subscribe,
Subscribe,
sure.
press
subscribe.
that
Send them
red
comments.
button.
Send them comments.
Press that red button, man. We out. Base Podcast.
Base
Thumbs up,
Podcast,
man.
baby.
Sir.
We here,
Yes,
baby.
Sirski.